See if you don't agree with me. Most of us start something with wild ambitions, and when a couple of weeks have passed and the motivation fades away, we see ourselves facing the harsh realities of change, and we set ourselves with the illusion that we simply don't have enough willpower to change, that we are good the way we are, and we just simply can't change at all. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't be worthy of who you are, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying that it's hard to maintain the willpower to push our limits, to cross our boundaries, and simply make that change that we want in life. And it's so easy to simply believe that we can change. We are not that strong to make those changes. We are not like those people that simply put something in their heads and make that happen. And we settle for in our comfort zones and don't do much. But another really important point that I want to mention before we dive into how you're going to stop thinking that you don't have the willpower to change, it's that society nowadays, it's full of crunches just to keep yourself above the water. Drugs to cure anything, soft pleasures to kill time, and average jobs, it's just one of many, and we know that. It's hard to resist the temptations, and it's so easy to think that you simply don't have the willpower to make that change. But willpower, it's not something that we are born with. It's a tool that will lead you to the results that you want. And we as humans are creatures that by nature act upon the beliefs that we have. You're gonna act facing a situation based on the beliefs that you have over that situation. For example, the way that you perceive the government, the way that you perceive work, the way that you perceive health, money, relationships, are all gonna be based on your preconceived beliefs about the subjects. And it's obvious, we all know that when you have to do something, you simply find the focus, find the concentration, find the power, find the energy to push through and get the thing that you need done. And if you believe that you have to do something, you will likely to make it happen. And if you don't believe, unconsciously, you're gonna sabotage yourself to not achieving what you want. Our ability to sabotage yourself, it's something studied and proven by psychologists. There's a term that really simplifies what I'm trying to say, and it's the self-fulfilling prophecy. A self-fulfilling prophecy is a prediction of something false that evokes new behaviors which make that prediction come true. This is why, if you don't believe that you have the willpower to make the changes, you're not likely to materialize the changes that you want, because if you think that you don't have the willpower, your behaviors unconsciously are gonna be directed in a way that it's gonna prove that you are right. So if you believe that you don't have the willpower to go to the gym, you're not likely to wake up a little bit earlier to make the effort to go to the gym. You're not likely to stick with the diet. I think that you understand what I mean. It's not a conscious decision that impacts our ability to push through our limits and get out of your comfort zone. This is why most people can't push through something and think that they don't have the willpower to make that change happen. They simply think that they can't succeed, which is because they don't have a proportional perspective on what they are venturing. And this creates frustration, feeding the idea that they can't succeed on something because they don't have the willpower necessary. So do you see how thinking that you don't have the willpower starts a destructive vicious cycles that it's impeding you to achieve what you want? The solution to the I don't have the willpower to make changes, it's quite simple, and I'm gonna share with you right now. It's simply putting your goals into proportional perspective and reprogramming yourself with beliefs that it's gonna empower you. It's gonna make the self-fulfilling prophecy positive towards the change that you wanna make. Instead of thinking, for example, that dieting, it's a burden and it's the solution for losing weight, think that you're gonna start being more cautious with your health, and because of that, you're gonna start exercising more independently of what happens in your life. This is a key point because you're gonna start identifying yourself with the change that you wanna make in life. Because if you're jumping to diets, struggling to lose weight, and in the end, you're always craving unhealthy food, the problem, it's not with the diets, but it's the way that you are framing the situation mentally. You're not identifying yourself as a person who is healthy. You're simply thinking that a diet itself is gonna make the change and is gonna make it stick, which is not gonna happen, sorry. Remember this, willpower, it's not extremely necessary to make a lot of changes in life. What it's really important is detaching yourself from who you are in the moment, detaching yourself from the characteristics that you have in your own identity that are damaging your progress in life, and aim towards who you want to become and what is the gap between who you are at the moment and who you want to become and how to fill up this gap. And paying attention to your beliefs, it's key here, because otherwise, as we saw before, you're gonna fall into a vicious cycle of the self-fulfilling prophecy, which is not helpful to make any changes in life. So I hope that this video was helpful. A big thing that we talked about in this video was the ability of having a proportional perspective and knowing your beliefs about yourself, understanding the beliefs that you have, they are limiting you, they are limiting your growth. More important though than simply knowing your beliefs, it's developing new beliefs that are going to be helpful on top of the destructive ones. Notice that aiming at who you want to become instead of who you are in the moment, it's key here. It's key to overlapping the destructive belief with a healthier one. And if you're asking yourself what the heck is a proportional perspective, I talked about that in the video of the limiting belief that I don't have what it takes to succeed. And I'll put a link in the description down below so that you can access this video, which is really important if you're still thinking that you don't have enough willpower to make changes. So if you want to see this video, just go ahead and click on the first link in the description down below. And if you like this video and you want more of it, subscribe to the channel. We got a ton of content related to personal development for real life, and they're going to help you on attaining more power in your life in terms of health, wealth, and wisdom. So if you subscribe, you're going to see these videos on your YouTube homepage. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.